Hi everyone, this is the weekly wrap-up, our first weekly wrap-up for the semester. What I'll do through these, I'll post these hopefully Monday, but since we were out yesterday for Labor Day, I'll be posting it today. But what I'll do is just kind of go through and follow up through some stuff from the previous week. So last week it looks like we were going over our course orientation, which hopefully everyone's went through, viewed the syllabus and taken that syllabus quiz so that you can unlock all the content, the quizzes, the discussion boards, drop boxes for the semester. Now last week we looked at the role of the supervisor and manager as well as the evolution of management theory. Those were topics 1 and 2 for last week. We didn't have any quizzes or any discussion boards, things like that due, but I did really enjoy getting to know you through that introductory discussion board and reading about what you guys are doing while you're taking the class, what your future plans are. So thank you for posting to that and posting pictures. It's always hard to teach in an online environment, so I'm happy to get to know students through that platform. Just a couple of announcements that I wanted to make sure to note. Again, please make sure that you are completing that syllabus quiz. You can't unlock the content for the course or the drop boxes or the exams or the discussion boards for the semester until you take and achieve 100% on that quiz. Now the link up, you can go to the newsfeed item, click on syllabus quiz, and it'll take you right there, or you can also go to evaluations and assessments, and it will be the first one right here at the top, and I've left that open indefinitely. Now this week we are going to be covering during the week of September 4th. This is week 2. We're going to be covering topic 3, which is communication, and topic 4, managerial planning. So we do have a couple, and those are chapters 5 and 7, so we do have a couple assignments due this week. You do have one discussion board posting. Let's navigate over to communication and discussions. We'll scroll on down. Now my view is going to look a little bit different than yours. But scroll on down, Becoming the Boss. This is our discussion post due for the week. So make sure you go in, read the article, Becoming the Boss by Linda Hill. And there's some questions to consider and put in your post. So I want you to be thinking about, what are some items that you agreed with, maybe you didn't agree with throughout the article. What impressions did it give you or advice? And what did you kind of take away to take into a future maybe managerial or supervisory role that you might find yourself in. Now remember the criteria. You must post first as a student, and your answer must be have some substance to it, so it can't just be, oh yeah, it was great advice, or I definitely agree. You have to have something to it, some substance. And then you have to go out and respond to 2 other posts. Now I don't have certain set criteria in terms of your post has to be so many words long, or you have to have so many references, things like that. But when you do go out and make your other 2 posts, those answers do have to have substance as well, so it has to go beyond a I agree or I disagree. Now I always do encourage, though it's not required, if you do make some claims, try to back those up, do a little research, back those up with some evidence with peer-reviewed articles, journals, things like that. Now this discussion board opened yesterday on Labor Day at 8 a.m. And it will be due, just as with everything else, at 11:59 p.m. This coming Sunday, which is the 10th. So make sure to have that in, Becoming the Boss, and the discussion board will lock again after that date and time on Sunday. And I will go through and start grading those on next Monday as they start coming in. Let's make sure we covered all the criteria here. Now, if you would like, make sure to go in, click on the hyperlink for how will my discussion board participation be graded. I've got a list of criteria there that you can make sure that you're meeting to make sure that you receive credit for your discussion post. Now, the other thing we do have a quiz on is going to be over topics 1, 2, and 3. So this quiz 1 is going to cover the role of the manager and supervisor, evolution of management theory, and communication. And you can navigate to those quizzes by going up to evaluation, assessments, and you can see that quiz is already opened yesterday. yesterday morning, and we'll stay up until this coming Sunday, September 10th at 11:59 p.m. So make sure to go in, take that before the deadline, give yourself enough time to get through that quiz. Now, it does require a lockdown browser, so if you have any issues, please contact OIT first. They're going to be available at 423-439-4648, and they're going to be able to help you with any IT issues that you might have. Just a quick note about the content. Let's scroll over here real quick. Going down to week 2, just make sure to note under communication there are going to be 2 separate videos, 2 separate lecture slides that you need to go through and watch. One is communicating and one is empathetic communication, so make sure to go watch those. All very short with the little sound bites on them, so let me know if you have any issues. Other than that, guys, great job this week. Like I said, I really enjoyed meeting you through the discussion board last week. Got an interesting group this semester, so I'm looking forward to your perspectives and your take on different topics based on your experiences. And as always, guys, I want to let you know my office is always open, so if you're on campus, feel free to stop in. I'm in Lamb Hall, room 41A. If you're not on campus or not local and still need to speak, feel free to post to the discussion board on the Ask Mrs. Hunt board, or you can email me. I have Skype, which is all the information is on the course syllabus as far as contact information. And you're always welcome to call my office. Guys, I hope you have a great week, and we'll catch up next week for the week 2 weekly wrap-up.